Vinny Tortorich here. Hey man, if you're a fan of Izzy, you might be a fan of me too. I'm the guy that gets people to lose a lot of weight. I have something free for you guys. This is no clickbait. Just go to VinnyTortorich.com and there's a big banner. It's a free PDF, how to lose weight. It's an intro guide to NSNG at VinnyTortorich.com. Go check it out exclusively for anyone who listens to Izzy Presley. Thank you.
Replay Guitar Exchange is your premier independent guitar store. Being independent is good. With all of the major brands, including new, vintage, and pre-owned, you can find the guitar, bass, amp, or accessory you are dreaming of. From vintage to the newest models, Replay Guitar Exchange can help you find that perfect piece. They have industry veteran expert staff, all players like you down to the owner. You aren't just getting a great guitar, you're getting the Replay difference. Find them online at replayguitar.com and find your dream guitar today.
Hey ladies, Sass Pants Designs will take that rock shirt that everyone has and make it your own in a flattering, sassy, and simple way. There are one-of-a-kind tank tops, lace-up tees, and tube top dresses already in stock. Check out the online store at sasspantsdesigns.com and like Sass Pants Designs on Facebook for special offers and custom orders. That's sasspantsdesigns.com, sasspantsdesigns.com. Sass Pants will make you the envy of the party.
RockstarLeatherworks.com is your home for badass rock and roll gear. Featuring 100% handmade leather bands, watches, cuffs, bracelets, and more, Rockstar Leatherworks has something for everybody. Whether you are going to the show or you are in it, you can find something to fit your needs. Choose from a variety of designs or create your own masterpiece. Their bands and watches are second to none. They also ship internationally. Who needs a stage to be a rock star? Check out RockstarLeatherworks.com.
Hi, this is Bobby Brown, and welcome to another fucking podcast.
You kids with your loud music and your Dan Fogelberg, your Zima, hula hoops, and Pac-Man video games, don't you see? People today have attention spans that can only be measured in nanoseconds.
See, son, old legends never die. They just lose weight.
Like a legend and an out-of-work bum with a lot of life.
Hello, you crazy dead fucker!
Party time!
Yes, it is party time. Hello, Hollywood. Hello, world. Hello, my loyal minions. It is good to see you, and as always, good to be seeing Izzy Presley here on another fucking podcast. What? Goddamn fucking Packers die. Ugh. The fucking pack. Yeah, dance in the snow, homeboy. Dance in the snow. Jesus Christ. Giants, get your shit. Oh, don't. Oh, shit. God damn it. This is what happens when you're watching football while trying to do a podcast. Good morning, everybody. Scotty, how you doing? Checking in from Canada already. Jacobus, go fuck yourself. It's good to see you. Love you guys. I'm glad you are here. Going to be talking about Pete Davidson today. And him basically telling his fans, if you come to my shows, you're going to sign a contract saying that you're not allowed to, like, say negative stuff online. You fucking colossal pussy. And Ashley Purdy news. Now formerly of the Black Veil Brides. His departure from the Black Veil Brides last week, I believe it was. Or was it this week? And then he got himself in a little trouble in Nashville. And we are going to play in the second half of the show. We're going to play a clip. The clip that got the Ashley Purdy episode taken down. So there's that. I'm not going to play the whole episode. Just going to play that clip, and it's not as bad as everyone would think for the reason it was taken down. But, you know, it is, it's there. It's been over a year. He's out of the band now, so I think I can play that clip. So there is that. Make sure you guys do hit up all of the social media at Izzy Presley all the way across the board. And I'm sorry, at Real Izzy Presley. And then the Facebook page is another effort podcast, the show page. Make sure you guys go and like that. The Shop Now button is ready for you. And if you want to get some shirts, 20% off through December 4th, all you got to do is use the keyword, or the, is that the word I'm looking for? The keyword? You got to bear with me. It's noon on a Sunday, and I'm usually sleeping right now unless the Vikings are playing, which they are not. Promo code. There we go. That's what I was looking for. The promo code HOLIDAY20 at checkout. Save yourself 20% off of your order. So that goes through December 4th, and I'll probably extend it because I care. I care. You know, lots of great t-shirts available, and you guys need to buy some. Sweatshirts, another effing podcast sweatshirts, Contribute to Ace Frehley sweatshirts, all that is available. And if you don't want the t-shirts and you just want to send a great holiday donation to the show, you absolutely can do that. Izzy Presley at yahoo.com is the PayPal. Got a nice little donation from a listener out east. And hold on, I want to give this guy proper credit. Mark, I'm not going to say his last name, but Mark, thank you for the $50 donation. I really appreciate that. And Mark got himself. I sent him the Izzy Presley Waze directions as a thank you. Why? Because I care. Because I really, really care. Pardon me. Fighting a little cold. It's cold and rainy in Los Angeles, and you know, when it's cold and rainy out here, we turn into colossal pussies, and I'm thinking I'm getting sick because of it. So you got to bear with me with the coughs and the sniffling and the sneezing. And I need to get better. I would be sleeping. I'd be sleeping this shit off because, you know, I fly to Nashville in the morning. Going to be in Nashville on Monday, which is tomorrow. Hosting Rare Hair, a show that is put on by Tyson Leslie of Vixen. It's going to be a great, great show. He's flying me out to host that bad boy. Going to be playing a Tesla song with Troy Lucetta. Rather excited about that. Going to be fun. I've never been to Nashville. I'm rather excited to see some good friends out there that I haven't seen in a long time. And some I have seen in a short time. The boys in the Ace Frehley band. Hopefully I'll be able to hook up with those guys. And a whole lot of people I know out there. So I'm rather excited. I've never been there, and I'm excited to host the show. It is at, if you are in Nashville, or you're going to be in Nashville tomorrow, it is at Basement East. And the show starts around 8-ish, I believe, something like that. If you're out there, you know. The theme is called Dancing Undercover, which means it is all 80s cover songs. Songs that came out in the 80s that were cover songs, like Radar Love, yada, yada, yada. Stuff like that. Got some cool stuff lined up. It is going to be fun. I'm rather excited. So I get to hang out in Nashville on Tuesday with nothing to do. Going to try to line up an interview out there that I can record and then play on the podcast. Or maybe we just do it live. Do it live with no intro, no outro, no commercials, no nothing. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But it'd be fun to kind of do a show from Nashville, or at least, record a show out in Nashville, record an interview at least. Get to see my buddy Kurt Olson, Minneapolis kid who I have not seen in a long time. I haven't seen him since I moved. It actually says he moved to Nashville. He moved out there before I moved out here, so he's been out in Nashville for a long time. I haven't seen him in a long, long time. So great, great drummer. He's actually playing at the show. Tomorrow. And I'm going to commandeer his couch, whether he knows it or not. So there is that. So I get home on Wednesday afternoon. I work for a few hours, and then I go right back to LAX and fly to Minnesota. And if you guys are not, you guys don't know why I'm going to Minnesota. This is great. So, and I don't think I've done a show since this happened. Have I done a show since this happened? I don't know. So you all know that I put the Mankini up. I put a bunch of stuff up on Facebook. Jacobus, I'm going to need your, or not on Facebook, but on eBay. Jacobus, I'm going to need your address, by the way, so please message that to me. Got a present for you. And don't worry, it's actually not perverted, believe it or not. So one of the things I did is I put the Mankini up on eBay as a joke, as a goof, as a gimmick. And I figured, maybe one of these cruisers will, spend $20 and want to have it on their wall. And in the thing, I said, I'll put in an autographed picture of myself wearing the mankini. And there was 2 hours left in it, and it was at $30, one bid. And the Steel Toe Morning Show, Rockin' 101, a show that I sit in on every once in a while when I'm back in town. I used to be the afternoon guy there on Rockin' 101 in St. Cloud. They picked it up. I tweeted out, 2 hours left. You can own a piece of Monsters of Rock cruise history. It was a goof. It was a goof. I did not expect anybody to actually buy the thing. But there was a bid for $30. I was rather excited. I tweeted it out. It was like 5 o'clock in the morning here. And then all of a sudden I get a text from Oz from A&P Laser, you guys know from this show. And he is the second mic on that show. They have multiple second mics, and he does 1 day a week, sometimes 2 days a week. Says, dude, you need to call in right now. I'm like, really? Why? He's like, dude, the Mankini, call in right now. So I'm like, all right. So I called in. And as I called in, they're talking about the eBay auction. And I called in to explain what I was doing. Explain that it was a goof. It was a gimmick. It was fun, right? And as we're on the air, Aaron's listeners are complete degenerates, and I love them because I am one of them as well. And they started bidding on this thing. Got to $100. It got to $150. And then I said, well, I tell you what, if it hits $300, I will throw in the very last Izzy Presley Monsters of Rock Cruiser Jam t-shirt that is left. And it hits $300. And then I tell Aaron, and at this point, Aaron's great sponsors, the great sponsors of the Steel Toe Morning Show on Rockin' 101. If you ever want to listen to that show and you are not in the listening area, if you are in Minnesota, you can hear it on TuneIn if you're out of the area. But if you're outside of Minnesota, you can follow it on Twitch. And you can, there's video and yada, yada, yada. So his great sponsors start texting in saying, we'll throw gift certificates on top of this. And all of a sudden there's a $50 gift ticket for this bar and that bar, and then a free round of golf, and free VIP tickets to the comedy show, which is on this Saturday. And I said, Aaron, you got the comedy show this Saturday the 7th, which is this Saturday. Pardon me. And I tell you what, if this thing hits $500, and this is all live on the air, and it went into the after show. This is all live on the air. I said, Aaron, if this hits $500, you have to wear it on stage. And he goes, no way, not going to happen. Then he thought about it. He goes, yeah, why not? If this thing hits $500, I will wear this during one of my comedy sets on December 7th at the Cabin. Is it the Cabin? I should probably find out the name of this joint because I'm going to tell you where it is anyways. Cabin Fever. The bar is called Cabin Fever. I will wear it during one of my sets. Well, forgetting what kind of degenerates his, god damn Packers, forgetting what kind of his degenerate listeners he has, which I love every single one of them, it hit $540. So I started looking at flights. I said, Aaron, I'll tell you what. If I fly up there, can I do a set? He's like, absolutely. And I found a round trip flight to Minneapolis from LAX. LAX. For $144. And I booked it. So I am flying there on Thursday. with the Mankini because we're going to present the Mankini to the winner, the guy that bought it, after the show. Maybe we'll do it on stage. I don't know. That's up to Aaron. It's not my show. I'm just going to go up and do a comedy set. Tickets are still available. If you are in Minnesota and you want to see me do stand-up comedy, tickets are still available. There's just a few left. It will sell out because Aaron will be wearing the Mankini. So there is that. That is Saturday the 7th at Cabin Fever in Little Falls, Minnesota. And I figured, fuck it. I'm going to be up there. I texted my buddy Cheetos over at Stoney's in Rockville, the badass biker bar. And I said, Cheetos, you have anything booked on December 6th? And he goes, it's actually open. Why do you ask? I'm like, well, he was one of the Cheetos from Stoney's. He threw in a gift certificate for Stoney's in Rockville for the winner. And God damn it, we booked an act show. So I'm going to be back with my boys back in Minnesota Pete Campbell, drummer for Pentagon, and then Mick Rotella and Matt Moline. So we are going to go up there. We're going to do an impromptu act show at Stoney's in Rockville on Friday, December 6th. So I get up there on Thursday, go straight to rehearsal, go annoy Brian Ott, and then go play some Ace Frehley and Kiss music, and then go do some stand-up comedy. Then I fly home on the Sunday. So there's that. That's my week. It's a lot of travel, and I'm okay with it because I actually feel like an actual entertainer for once, and I love it. The reason I'm doing this show now instead of later on in the afternoon is because, well, I got to go straight to work because I still have to pay rent before I go. Oh, I need a big day. Anyways, so that is what's going on. That is the situation. And that is the update, my friends. That is the update. That's what we are doing. Going to have a blast. I'm excited to go out to Nashville because I have never been to Nashville. I'm excited to see a lot of people out there. Anything else I got to catch up on? I think we're all caught up. I really, really do. Sucks though. I have to miss the Vikings game because actually I'm sure it'll be on at the bar. I'm sure this place has TVs. I can watch my Vikings while I'm hosting a show and eating barbecue and getting fatter. And I wonder if you can smoke inside there. Oh, that would give me a boner. Anyways, so let's talk about this Pete Davidson thing. And this, as someone who considers himself somewhat of a comic, I know I'm not a full-blown, full-time comic. I wish I was. But it is what it is. Pete Davidson of Saturday Night Live. This comes from TMZ. Seems to be over-chastising misbehaved crowds at a stand-up show. So now he's putting his money where their mouths are with a very expensive NDA. That's a non-disclosure agreement for those of you who do not know what an NDA is. According to reports, the SNL star has recently been having fans sign the non-disclosure agreements in order to see his live shows, one of which was put on blast by an annoyed ticket holder who posted screenshots of the alleged document. She says was emailed to her prior to the show, and it was for his San Francisco stop right before Thanksgiving. SF, can you just say San Francisco? I hate that. I'm going up to SF. I mean San Fran. Don't call it that. It's SF. You mean San Francisco? Yeah, but we call it SF, and we call San Diego SD. Shut up. Fucking people. The woman says the agreement has strict rules. No phones inside, which I can understand with the comedy show. No commentary about his content in any way, shape, or form thereafter, especially online. So basically, you pay money to go to a show, a comedy show, but you're not allowed to tell anybody anything about it. Yeah, I get it. You don't want to ruin the bits because you want the bits to be fresh to people when they go out and see the show. I get that. I understand that part of it, which is why you have the no cell phone rule. A lot of these places have these new gimmicks where you put your cell phone in this pouch. It's locked. You can't get into it unless somebody with a gimmick opens it. So there is. Oh, there's that. Oh yeah, I forgot I have nasal spray. He snorts nasal spray. You know where I can score some? Anybody know that movie? Oh, and this is even better. Oh, and especially online. So you can't even go on Facebook and go, oh, I saw Pete Davidson and it was really good. No commentary about his content in any way, shape, or form thereafter, especially online. So basically, you are not allowed to have an opinion. That's, sounds like a colossal pussy to me. Oh, and if you break those rules and get found out by Pete and company, you are subject to $1 million fine plus any other expenses incurred for your conduct. The document reads, in event of breach of this agreement, individual shall pay company upon demand as liquidated damages the sum of $1 million plus any out-of-pocket expense. It's not uncommon for comedians to demand funds to be surrendered before coming into a venue that's going to host them, which is what I just talked about. But the $1 million agreement seems pretty over the top, and that is absolutely true. And it goes on to say that, again, Pete has had issues lately with stand-up gigs, whether it's for one reason or another. And on at least one occasion, he's unloaded on his audience for crappy etiquette. Well, this is one surefire way to make sure people fall in line, put up or shut up, literally. It's also a good surefire way to get people not to come to your shows. Not to come to your shows. One, I don't think Pete Davidson is that funny, so I would probably never go see his stand-up anyways. But, really, dude. Really, I get the cell phone thing. I totally get it. Fuck the Packers. I totally get it. But the NDA is way over the top. And it's one of the most narcissistic, colossal pussy things I have ever heard in my life. Now, as somebody who does stand-up comedy once a month, out here in Los Angeles, at punchlines and backlines, and occasionally, when I'm lucky, more, I'm a nobody. I'm not famous. I wouldn't care if somebody put my shit online. I wouldn't care if people were talking about it online. In fact, I would want people to be talking about it. This guy's not that funny. It was kind of funny. It was kind of street humor. He's just a dice wannabe. I'd take that. I would take that as a compliment. But to tell your fans, tell the people who are coming to see you, paying money to come and see you in a comedy club, that you're not allowed to talk about anything that you saw in the show. And we all know, anytime you go to a comedy show, you think it's really funny, and you go home and you start telling the jokes to other people, they're never right. They're never right. They're never the same. Punchlines are fucked up, yada, yada, yada. What does it matter? Basically, he's protecting himself from somebody going to his show, not thinking he's funny. Pardon the sniffling. I wish it was for better reasons. Hey, yo! Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Kidding! I kid. This is basically his way of telling people that if you don't think I'm funny, you're not allowed to say anything about it. You're not allowed to tell people that. You're not allowed to go online and say, I went to see the show. It wasn't that great. That would be $1 million fine. If there was an NDA like that, no way in hell I would ever buy a ticket for that. I wouldn't take a free ticket for that. If it was something for a special, If it was something that was going to be released for a special, like on Netflix or something like that, I can understand an NDA in that way because you do not want the content getting out. But to be so narcissistic as to tell people that they're not allowed to have opinions about your work, you're the wrong line of business, brother. That's just all there is to it. First half of the show brought to you by Beater Amplification. That is 2 E's. BeaterAmplification.com. Badass rock and roll amplifiers. That's right. 100 watts of testicular fortitude, 3 channels. Fucking beautiful. Hand-wired, hand-built. These are pro deals, folks. These are professional, hardcore amplifiers. And I am proud to be their very first artist. Scotty says, geez, word of mouth is the best, cheapest form of promotion out there. Why restrict that? Because he's a colossal pussy and he's afraid that people might say something bad about him. Yes, and the Vikings are the Monday Nighter. So there is that. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a short break. This is not going to be a long show today, because I do have to scrub my balls or just go straight to work after I scrub my chiclets. So let's take a short. God damn fucking Packers! Die! Anyways, it's another fucking podcast.
Retro Arcade brings Minnesota and surrounding areas arcade games from the days gone by. All of those great games from pizza joints and arcades are available in cocktail units and custom machines. Dozens of favorites from your youth in one machine to complete your game room or man cave. Retro Arcade also sells and services your favorite pinball machines. Find them at facebook.com/80arcade. That's facebook.com/80arcade. Retro Arcade. Your youth is just one click away.
Rockwood Saloon Authentic Apparel takes rock and roll fashion to a new level with their tees and tanks for men and women. They also make custom shirts, jackets, vests, pants, hoodies, beanies, and more. The Rockwood Graphics Department can design anything from your logo, t-shirt design, promo posters, band swag, and printed at great prices. From tour shirts and custom stage gear to killer threads for the street to the stage, Rockwood Saloon has it all. Rockwood Saloon, authentic rock and roll apparel for stage and street. World tour tested for quality, comfort, style, and durability. Check them out at www.rockwoodsaloon.com. That's rockwoodsaloon.com.
If you need to promote your band or business, or just want to stylize, personalize, or customize your ride, check out vid-decals.com. Want to create and customize your own stickers representing your band, or make your own bumper sticker? Vid Decals can do it. All stickers are printed on quality vinyl and can be placed on any flat surface. Stickers are an affordable way to promote your band or business. Go to vid-decals.com to get started. That's vid-decals.com. vid-decals.com.
Hi, this is Al Pacino. You're listening to a man who can hold his head up in all 5 boroughs. That's my man, Izzy Presley. Another fucking podcast. Hoo-ah.
That's right. Hoo-ah. I still like the fucking Tom Arnold one better, but you got to mix it up every once in a while. Second half of the show brought to you by AMP Productions Laser Engraving. That's aplasers.com. Check them out for all of your laser engraving needs. Badass. Just so good. Just so good. I wouldn't have them on here if they didn't. And they will be doing the roadie packs. You get yourself a roadie pack for Christmas. Hit up aplaser.com. And also John Palumbo Design. We love us some John Palumbo over here at Another Effing Podcast. Hit them up. You have a band. You have a website. You have a business. You need a logo. You need a website done. Super talented. Super nice guy. John Palumbo at John Palumbo Design. Hit him up. We love us some John Palumbo. All right, let's get on to Ashley. Ashley Purdy, now formerly of Black Veil Brides. This is on from Blabbermouth. This is one of the stories. This is about him leaving Black Veil Brides. Now, little bit over a year ago. A year and a half ago? It's been that long. I had an impromptu drunken summit with Ashley Purdy, then of Black Veil Brides, bass player, and Jeff George of We Are Harlot. We were sitting at a Mexican restaurant very, very close to here, drinking margaritas and getting a little loopy and just talking rock and roll. And we made the decision that, fuck, we should take this on the air. This is a fun conversation, just talking music, talking yada, yada, yada. Let's do a podcast. Let's do a live podcast. And we all agreed it was a brilliant idea. Was it the best show I've ever done? No. It's just, there was alcohol involved. Let's just say that. Because there was. But it was a fun conversation. We were bullshitting. Then all of a sudden, once Ashley, who has many, many followers, and the Black Veil Brides have many, many followers, tweeted out the link. Bam. It started to blow up. Started to get a lot of questions from the crowd and yada, yada, yada. And Ashley said some stuff. And then Ashley said, come see us in this run because you will never see Black Veil Brides again. And I am going to play that clip. I'm not going to play the entire show. Because it is the lost episode. The next day, I was going to Burger King because I'm fat, and I get a text saying I just got a message from the Black Veil Brides management. They're requesting that you take that down because that thing blew up. That thing went everywhere. Everywhere. And within just a couple of hours, I believe I had about 5,000 to 10,000 listens. Just within a couple hours. It was insane. I started getting messages and emails from A&R people, and not A&R people, but publicists. Hey, can you get our band on? And yada, yada, yada. And I had to take it down because I did not want to ruin my reputation. I did not want to be that guy. I said, fuck you, it's my content, yada, yada, yada. I played nice. Because that's how I am. I look back at it now, it's like, well, it was already out there. What does it matter? But being a good guy, I did. I took it down. Which is unfortunate because it would have easily been the most listened to episode that I've ever had. It would have went into, I bet you that probably would have had 20, 30,000 listens. At least. But it was a fun episode. You know, was it the best episode? No. Because all three of us were drinky a little bit. But it was fun. Bullshitting about rock and roll. And somebody had asked Ashley about future plans, if you want to do solo stuff, and he talked about some of that stuff. And then at the end of the show, he said that come see us because this is going to be the last run. You'll never see us again. So that's why it went pretty much viral. So now on November 15th, which is 2 weeks ago, I can't believe I didn't even see this news. This comes from Blabbermouth. Black Veil Brides have split with bassist Ashley Purdy. The band broke the news of Purdy's departure via a statement posted on its social media channels. Black Veil Brides and Ashley Purdy have mutually agreed to part ways. The statement reads, "We've enjoyed a wonderful run together, and both parties wish one another continued success moving forward." How much of that I believe, I do not know. Sounds a very, very PC answer. But, you take it for what it is. I would love to have Andy on the show. Andy Biersack. If you want to come on, buddy, say the word. Purdy joined Black Veil Brides in 2009 and appeared on all 5 of the band's studio albums. Earlier this week, Black Veil Brides was announced as one of the support acts for In This Moment of the Spring 2020 In-Between Tour. Purdy made headlines in 2018, July of 2018, saying during an appearance on the Sense Deleted. Oh, I hate that. But it is what it is. Like I said, sometimes you got to play by the rules. Another effing podcast episode in last year's Vans Warped Tour dates would be the last time fans would see Black Veil Brides. One day after their singer Andy Biersack, a.k.a. Andy Black, is it Andy Black? Is that his name of the band? Did a round of interviews shooting down the split report. Purdy took to his Twitter account to give his side of the story, insisting that the words were taken out of context. I'm sorry, but I thought it was pretty straightforward. Black Veil Brides will celebrate the 10th anniversary of their debut album, We Stitch These Wounds, next year by releasing a re-recorded version of the LP along with some new songs. So he's gone, and they're already putting out some new material. We Stitch These Wounds, issued in blah, 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 blah. Last album, Veil, blah, 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 blah. Oh, this is their actual tweet. Black Veil Brides and Ashley Purdy have mutually agreed to part ways. We've enjoyed a wonderful run together, and both parties wish one another continued success moving forward. And then Ashley also tweeted, all those who have recently sent me well wishes via messages online or mail to my P.O. box. I just wanted to say thank you for all your uplifting words of encouragement and unwavering support, continuing positive messages. So on this day, I give thanks to you. Thank you. That is 3 days ago. And that is obviously after what happened. Now, this is actually before what happened. And we're going to get into the story of his DUI. This comes from altpress.com. This is 5 days ago, November 26th. Earlier this month, teases new song clip following Black Veil Bride's departure. Basically, there's nothing to the story. Oh, here's his tweets. What if I told you I've been busy making new music? What if I told you I've been busy working on new music? What if I told you it sounded like this? And he put a snippet on his Instagram. And it just goes on to talk about his departure. Well, right after that, actually, this is before. Yeah, this is okay. Hold on, this will be right after that. In Nashville, which I am going to be tomorrow night at Basement East, hosting Rear Hair, a show put on by Tyson Leslie. Ex-Black Veil Brides bassist Ashley Purdy allegedly urinated in cop car after recent DUI arrest. Arrested last week after being found unresponsive behind the wheel of his vehicle with an engine running. So that means he was passed out sitting in his car. The 40-year-old musician was, God, I can't believe he's 40. He looks so young. Woken after minutes of police knocking on the window of his vehicle to rouse him at 3:30 a.m. in Nashville on November 23rd. According to an official arrest report obtained by ScoopNashville.com, Purdy attempted to drive away upon being awoken, but was unable to do so given his situation, eventually deciding to roll down his window and talk to police. Having given incoherent responses to the police, including replying that the year was April 2023. Yeah, he was kind of fucked up. Stating that any potential drinking or narcotic was not relevant. He was eventually arrested on suspicion of DUI. Now, let's keep in mind, this is all under suspicion of DUI. He has not been convicted of anything. Upon arrival at the hospital to draw blood from Purdy to establish the level and nature of his intoxication, officers found that Purdy had urinated in the backseat of the patrol vehicle. He said to have cursed and threatened officers upon discovery of his actions. He was booked in Nashville Metro jail at 6:43 that morning, according to the arrest report. The latest DUI was one of multiple DUIs Purdy has had, several turning up in the state of California, the most recent being 2008. I cannot give anybody shit about getting a DUI. Yes, we all know in this day and age it is so avoidable, but just calling a Lyft, calling an Uber. But sometimes you think you're fine. But those times you also have to remember, yeah, I should probably get a Lyft. Get in my car in the morning. But I can't give him shit about getting a DUI or multiple because I have had a DUI. St. Valentine's Day. St. Cloud, Minnesota, 1999. Blew a .12. I wasn't even drunk. My mom picked me up from jail. You're not even drunk. Like, I know. But it is what it is. You live and you learn. And that's not to say that I haven't driven drunk after that. You do your best not to. When you're at the point where you're going to pass out behind the wheel of the vehicle, that's a different story. Just be smart, folks. Just be smart. I know if I can go out and have a couple beers, because I drink light beer, it's fine. But once the shots start coming out, yeah, it's probably not a good idea. Mostly because I drink Jack Daniels and it reeks. You can smell it from a mile away. That's not the reason you shouldn't drive. Shouldn't drive because you've been drinking whiskey. That's why you shouldn't drive. I'm not here to preach to anybody. I'm not here to say anything because, like I said, I've been there. I have had one. I'm just saying, be smart. If you think you're too drunk, you're probably too drunk. Thank God I have a Midwestern liver. So, and I'm very hard-headed, and I am so old school. Tina checking in says, thank goodness he is so young compared to me. Well, Tina, how old are you? You don't look that old. You're probably not that much older. He's only 40, Tina. He's only 40. So there is that. Be smart, kids. And Ash, I hope you get your shit together because you are a talented guy. And the time that we did spend hanging out, I thought you were pretty cool. Thought you were a nice guy. Get your shit together, man. You'll rebound. Yada, yada, yada. So here's what we're going to do. I am going to play the clip. Here it is. This is 3 minutes and 15 seconds from a 2-hour episode that took place in July of 2018 that has, quote unquote, recently been deleted. This is the clip that got the show taken off the air. Because I agreed to take it off the air. This is Ashley Purdy, myself, and Jeff George from We Are Harlot. Enjoy. Brian album.
I know everything, but I won't say anything.
Jeff George knows all the secrets.
I do. I'm literally the crypt keeper.
To be honest, like, you guys already know that Andy Black's doing his fucking next thing, so the rest of us are going to do something separate, like, easy, like, okay. Nothing more, nothing less. Like, we're just here to be creative and make music and do stuff, and hopefully you're here for the fans, you know, to be there for you to hear what you want to hear, dude.
And the same thing that we've been talking about this entire time, like, the music industry now is...
one or same of the other. It's just like, we're here to be creative individuals,
exactly.
Man. And that's it, dude. And we're here for the fans. Like, we know what you want to hear, what we want to do, and we're just here, man. We're here for ourselves first. Like, I'm going to play what I want to hear, what I expel and feel. And if you feel it, you relate to it, then you attach yourself to it, and that's what we're here for. And that's simple enough.
Oh, it's so funny when you hear these stock answers like, well, you know, it's all about the fans and what the fans want. I was like, bullshit. It's really what you want to do.
First, I'm going to play the song that resonates with me. I'm going to strum a chord. I'm going to sing a song.
Absolutely, man.
And then if you relate to it, cool. If you don't, you don't. But if you do, most likely you will. And that's what's cool.
There you go. And
I think that's what everybody has to understand, that it's not the amount of followers you have or the amount of people that like something. Like, I think the coolest thing in the world is liking something that you like.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the coolest damn thing, you know?
Resonation within your
and being
fucking
an individual.
And we know that as Kiss fans.
How about that? Have you ever resonated with a drum beat or a computer beat? Have you ever resonated like, oh,
no.
Boo, do, do. Here you go. Oh, that sounds like me. Boo, da, do, da. No, when you hear, you're like, oh, that feels like me. You're like,
Paul's Boutique, though.
And you're like, fuck.
Beastie Boys changed my whole gig on that, you know? But that's the thing, that we're all into different things, and, you know, if anybody does something outside of something or does their own thing, like, that should just be even more of a great thing, because, you know, like, it's music. That's what you do. That's what you think about. That's what you go to sleep thinking of, and that's what you want to put out. So
let's do some final thoughts here before we go. Any people want to find you guys online?
They know where it's at.
They know where it's at. All right, very well. And Black Veil has a small.
Hey, so I don't know when it's airing.
It's on right now.
All right, so you guys are on right now.
I'd like to hear from some of the other bands out there.
Hey, so it is a Tuesday, almost midnight. So we start Thursday at Warped Tour in Pomona, and we're going to do like 8 dates through the Southern California area. And that's where we're going to see Black Veil Brides for the last time ever in your entire life, so you better fucking go. Because that's going to be it.
I'm assuming this is common knowledge by now? This isn't like breaking news?
Little, like, you better see it.
So there it is. Now that was, keep in mind, that was from July of 2018. Black Veil Brides is obviously putting out new material, so that is not relevant. The only thing that is relevant in this entire thing is Ashley is no longer in Black Veil Brides. This is not the reason he is. It could be, I don't know, but probably not, because it took a year for the departure to happen. So, God damn it, the Dolphins are winning. All right, Jacobus. Good for you. Good for you. 34-28. I love it. How do you like me now, Eagles? So there you go. That's that was just a small clip from July of 2018 with Ashley Purdy and Jeff George. Jeff George of We Are Harlot, and of course Ashley, now formerly of Black Veil Brides. And that's probably the most you're ever going to hear out of that episode. I would love to post the whole thing someday, maybe another year down the line. I don't know. But look, Jacobus, they'll ruin it, cocksuckers. So there you go. That's the gist of it. That is absolutely the gist of it. And that is what broke news. That is what went viral worldwide. And that is what I had to take down. I figured, fuck it, I'm going to play it now. Because Ashley is in the news, and this is not a slight on Ashley at all. Because, fuck it. We all make mistakes, man. Life goes on, and we move forward. And I'm excited to hear what he has coming up in the future musically. So anyways, I'm going to make like a tree and get out of here. I got to brush my teeth, get some food, get some gas, and go work for 14 hours. Because daddy's got to pay rent. EasyPresley@yo.com is your PayPal. All right. Make sure you guys hit up all the social media at Real Lizzie Presley all the way across the board. Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And, of course, the show page is Another Effing Podcast. T-shirts are available. Hit that T-shirt thing. Hit that Shop Now button. They're on Teespring. Huge store with lots of T-shirts and sweatshirts. And all that kind of good stuff. Use the promo code HOLIDAY20 to get 20% off your entire order. See everybody in Nashville tomorrow night at Basement East with Rare Hair. Friday the 6th, I'll be at Stoney's in Rockville with ACK, a tribute to Ace Frehley. So excited to play again. And Saturday, I will be at Cabin Fever in Little Falls, Minnesota, doing stand-up in the Steel Toe Comedy Show. And then I get back on Sunday, and it's straight back to work because goddamn bills are stupid. Anyways, we'll see you guys next week. Possibly be more. Maybe I'll do a live show from Nashville. Who knows? We will see. Until then, don't forget, what I lack in talent, I make up for in cock. And in the words of the great Pat Fontaine, go fuck yourselves. I love you guys.